electric and hybrid vehicle engineering inside hybrid and electric vehicles. In this lesson, we are going to study about plug-in hybrid and cover all the aspects regarding the same. And the topics which we are going to study are introduction, where we will cover about PHEV, that is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, and cover various aspects like range and cost. Then we will discuss about fuel efficient design, then advantages and limitation, and at last we will talk about plug-in hybrid production cars. Now, among various types of hybrids, we are going to discuss about plug-in hybrid now. Therefore, in this type of vehicle, that is plug-in electric vehicle, the conventional hybrid concept is quite enhanced with the use of much larger battery pack than in comparison with any other electric car. Therefore, it must be fully recharged using an external electricity source that can be from your home, office, or public charging stations. Therefore, this greater amount of energy storage is like a large gas tank, which allows for extended all-electric driving in the range between 15 to about 55 miles, depending on the model you are choosing, and therefore it can significantly reduce the fuel consumption. Now we talk about the range. Most plug-in hybrids have a battery only range about 10 miles to 53 miles. And therefore we can say that the longer the range, the greater proportion of daily driving that can be done with zero tailpipe emission. But adding to this, longer range means bigger, more costly batteries. Once again, the most important consideration is you and how you drive your vehicle for most of the time. Like if you are using PHEV and it has a 10-mile range, but you use it primarily to commute to work for 4 miles a day, which can cover your going and coming back, then you could drive weeks or even months on battery power alone. Therefore, the typical Indian driver drives fewer than 30 kilometers a day on average. In that case, you could drive a Chevy Volt 2 days without plugging in or burning a drop of gasoline, which is quite cheap. In fact, Chevrolet programs the gasoline engine in the Volt to start itself up every few months, just to make sure that all the internal bits are keeping properly lubricated. Therefore, we are also not facing an issue in the engine in the long term. The expectation of drivers today is that a battery electric car should have at least 300 km of range. But that seems to be the number that people have in their heads when deciding whether an electric car has enough range or not, and whether they need that much range is a separate question. Perception is reality in most cases. Therefore, anything less than 200 miles make people nervous, which give rise to range anxiety. Therefore, running out of battery power will happen. Although, truthfully, it seems to be more of an issue for people who don't own an electric vehicle than those who actually drive one. Of course, it is not a concern if the car you are driving is a plug-in hybrid, because you simply drive until the battery is depleted and then the gasoline engine takes over. And in the most cases, the transition is seamless and barely noticeable from the driver's seat. Now coming over to cost. Here cost can be figured in two ways: the cost to drive off the showroom floor and the total cost of ownership, figuring in repairs, fuels, depreciation, insurance, and other factors. A plug-in hybrid typically costs less than a battery electric car, simply because it has a smaller, less expensive battery pack. But it also has an onboard gasoline engine that requires fuel and routine maintenance. Therefore, rebates and incentive also play a major role in computation the total cost of any car that you are going to buy. Another factor in computation the cost of a vehicle is what it is worth after a few years on the road. So far, the price of used battery electric cars has been hampered by fears about the need to replace a battery or concern about running out of battery charge while away from home. Therefore, plug-in hybrid comes with fewer of those concerns, which means their depreciation is somewhat less than fully electric cars. But as you know, are always exceptions. The exception to all this is Tesla, which enjoys strong resale value due in part to the respect of owning one as well as its all around practicality and value. Meaning, if you are owning an Tesla vehicle, you may cost the vehicle more or more about same while you are going to sell it. And in some cases, it is even heard that a used model of Tesla 3 are selling far more than they cost new. Therefore, our plug-in hybrids can modified to be fuel efficient system with the help of being in parallel plug-in hybrid or series plug-in hybrid. Therefore, in some PHEVs, they use transmission that allows them to operate in either parallel or series configuration. Like in parallel hybrid, in this operation, it connects the engine and the electric motor to the wheels through mechanical coupling. Therefore, both the electric motor and the engine can drive the wheels directly. Coming over to series plug-in hybrid, here they use only the electric motor to drive the wheels, whereas the internal combustion engine is used to generate electricity for the motor. Vehicles of this type are often referred to as extended range electric vehicle. The electric motor drives the wheels almost all of the time, but the vehicles can switch to work like a parallel hybrid at highway speeds when the battery is depleted. Now coming over to battery maintenance of our plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Due to the advanced battery used in these vehicles, they have a limited number of charging cycle, that is the number of times the battery can be charged and discharged. And some automotive battery system use liquid coolant to maintain safe operating temperature. Therefore, it also may require regular checks. The battery in these drive vehicles are generally designed to last for the expected lifetime of the vehicles. But like the engines in conventional vehicles, the advanced batteries in plug-in electric vehicles are designed for extended life, but it will eventually wear out. While if you are having a comprehensive data on plug-in electric vehicle, battery failures are not yet available, as there have been several manufacturers which are offering about 8-year warranty, that is for the 1 lakh mile for their PEV batteries. Therefore, you can say that it is quite safe for PHEVs to operate and having low maintenance. Now coming over to advantages, it is having a good energy resilience and petroleum displacement factor, good fuel efficiency, lower greenhouse gas emission, lower operating cost, and therefore reduction of smog due to less pollution, and vehicle to grid electricity technology. Coming over to its disadvantages, it is having high cost of batteries because of advanced batteries that are being used here, and there is also a problem of recharging outside home garages. Then emission shifted to electric plants in some countries because they are creating a problem for setuping of the industries. Then there is lithium availability and supply security problem. Now let us talk about different plug-in hybrid production cars. First, Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. It is considered as one of the most expensive car you can own. It is around $40,000. Then Hyundai Ioniq plug-in. It is about $25,000 and giving you about 29 miles of all-electric range, and is also considered one of the lowest runs PHEV. Then Chevrolet Volt plug-in version. It costs around $33,000 and it has long been the leader when it comes to all electric miles for a PHEV, which is offering a 53 miles of range, all electric range, and it is peppy, stylish and filled with tech features. Then Volvo XC60 T8, Mercedes E300e, Honda Clarity plug-in hybrid that is also available in Indian market. It is around $33,000 and is the first plug-in hybrid since the Chevrolet Volt to offer an impressive number of all electric mile. It offers around 47 miles of range. Then Kia Niro PHEV. It is a type of SUV version of plug-in hybrid. That is all for today. Thanks for watching.